How much time do you really give your vision? How much time do you think about your vision? And how much time are your employees giving to this vision? Lisa is my name, and in this short time that I'm with you, I want you to go home with a blueprint that you're supposed to follow, check one after the other, so as to be as productive as you are supposed to be. So the first one is submission. Submission, uh, one of the writers, the authors, Grant Cardone, wrote about this topic and he called it obsession. And the title of the book was Be Obsessed or Be Average. So this is where I'm coming to tell you about submission. Submission is where you give in your whole, you give in your full self to this vision, to your goal, to your purpose. And the major question I have for you right now under this part of submission is that how much time do you really give your vision? How much time do you think about your vision? And how much time are your employees giving to this vision? Because it doesn't matter how much you love your vision, you love your business, you're giving in your all effort, but then if your employees aren't giving in the same energy, then truly the results that you anticipate to get won't be the same results. So this goes back to submission. How submitted are you and how submitted is the whole team? And now this now makes me realize the second part, which is time. And when it goes to time, the question is, you, when it comes to the timing, are you really willing to give it your full time? Is the team giving it their full time? Yes, you've come up with this project, but to be sincere, you being sincere with yourself, is your team really doing its best? Yes, it's doing its best as we talk. But when you see through the real eyes of the vision, because you know how heavy your vision is and how powerful it is, are you people giving in their all? And are you personally giving it your all? And if you can sincerely answer this question, then you have seen what has to be changed. So, to make a quick recap, the first one was submission, about you, how submitted you are, and how your team is submitted or obsessed with this vision. And the second one is time, how much time you're giving in. And the last one, the final one, is watering. We all know that you water a seed that is in the ground, and as you're watering this seed, you are sure that it has not yet come out, because a seed that has already come out, that its watering is different to a seed that is still under the ground. So now that you have this project that you're functioning with, or the projects that you're functioning with, are you watering them to the full capacity? By watering, I want us to come to this level whereby are you feeding your employees with enough facilitation on how to perfect your vision? Do they really know your vision like you know it? Or they just have work that you delegated to them, that you gave to them? Have they been watered with your vision? Yes. So if you can water them with your vision, rest assuredly, I tell you that as the greatest innovators have showed us, it is impossible for your team not to give you these results. Now, allow me now step into examples of innovators who have used these principles and have made this thing come to manifest. The first one I want to talk about is Steve Jobs. This one you've heard of him, not once, not twice, with me and with every documentary is around. that Steve Jobs actually steered this vision into all his team. Eh? He gave it to Steve Wozniak, that Steve Wozniak loved the vision of Apple more than Steve Jobs. It reached to that level where Steve Wozniak loved it as his own thing, yet it was Steve Jobs. Then all the other teammates also, even when he left Apple, when he was fired from Apple and he started the next, we see that it is still the same way he did it. And so, should you, to make the product that is of high value and highly consumable by people, the product that also your customers, the clients will be obsessed with, that your investors will be obsessed with. So that is with Steve Jobs. And the other one I can tell you about, Ray Kroc. This is the man behind McDonald's. You know, McDonald's, how it started with the two brothers, and from the two brothers, how Ray Kroc came and joined them in the way. But in the journey, we actually see that Ray Kroc was more obsessed with this American dream of having McDonald's hit the American dream more than the brothers. And it was through that submission that this man had that made this McDonald's be as known as you know it. The last one I want to use is Sheikh El Maktoum of Dubai, the man behind Dubai.